Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George. I've been waiting all freaking week to find out. I feel like this freaking series is only going to get more obnoxious to watch as we go along because I really want to know what the frick is going on. And the mysteries...
What happens next?
Yeah, they're only going to get more intense as we go. And going one episode at a time is freaking teeth-grindingly obnoxious.
Brutal. Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
It's not.
Do you think we're going to
freaking
find
fun.
out who was in that Santa Claus suit this episode? Or do you think they're going to
We freaking better.
continually tease it till like halfway through?
Well, it's October 5th. Do you remember what? It was October 4th last episode,
Yes.
right? So we are
Yep.
at the next day. They just straight up skipped the whole thing, I guess. Unless
Skip
that is
that
today.
reveal.
Unless it's today. They're just like transitioning from outside to inside.
Okay.
Could be. Maybe.
Yeah, because it was lunchtime, right? That he was...
Right.
So I remember he had taken out... Yeah, so...
Yep.
Yeah, everybody's coming in. I guess it's college. You can come in at any time, so...
Yeah.
Maybe it's not the morning.
Yeah, he was like, that was
I don't
such
know.
a funny part. He's like, well, guess I'm going to go get a drink. And then she's like,
Yeah,
I'll give you this.
exactly. Yeah.
That's funny. Do you think... Do you think we're going to have any answers this episode, or is this a questions-only episode?
I hope we get an answer of like who's in the suit. But we're going to maybe get one or two answers and a buttload more questions, I think. We're just starting. This is only episode 2. There's so many things to lay on the board. Unless it follows the format of last season where it was 2 to 3 episodes per thing, right? Per
That's a
issue.
good question, actually. I wonder if it'll do
So-
that. That's a freaking great
Yeah.
question. I just assumed
So
that
if it's
we
like
would
that-
have one mystery throughout the whole thing. But you're right. The first season was kind of episodic or segmented, I guess. I wonder if we'll have a
Had
segment
like
kind of thing.
chunks.
Because then this could be resolved potentially next episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly-
Either this episode or next episode.
That would make the one episode at a time feel much better. So we're not waiting the entire season to like
Sure,
get conclusions. But
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. I didn't think about it like that actually. Huh. All right, well,
Well, one way
find
to
out.
find out.
let's do it.
今の本当にうずきだった
Okay, so this is after.
顔色を伺いながら喋ってたそんなのはうずきじゃない
Uzuki's kind of a freaking a-hole sometimes then, I guess. What flavor,
Flavor
is the
the
atmosphere?
What a strange question that is.
Ah.
二限の英語で一緒だったの舞さんが隣に座った時は心臓飛び出るかと思ったみよりは大げさ
Oh, that's my. I didn't recognize with her hair like that.
You didn't? I did for
No.
it took me a second as well, but I was like, oh, okay, it's my. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
kind
the
of
glasses
remarkable.
And the hair.
Yeah, she's in full disguise mode. It's crazy.
二人って本当に付き合ってるんだ
釣り合ってないとはよく言われるよ。
そうじゃなくて
Oh, dang.
なんか
She didn't believe him.
とてもお似合いです
Aw.
みよりありがとう
What?
Dude, okay, I officially like this girl.
僕のマイスはあげないからな。
私は物じゃないわよ
Bro!
それはせめて半分。
She's
なんだろうこの感じ私まだここにいていいいい
Oh my gosh.
あ
please refrain. He says sure.
みよりってちょっとサクタに似てるわよね
それ未踏に行ったら嫌がる。
Interesting.
Yeah, interesting.
What an interesting thing to say.
Yeah.
Are they not gonna tell us about the Santa Claus
Of
girl?
course
She was
they're
just right there.
Of course they're
What the
not,
frick?
bro.
彼女は自分の天然に悩んでたわけじゃないんでしょ
Hmm.
だったら思春期症候群を起こす理由もないように思えるけど
そうなんだよな。でも空気を読んでるだけならいいとして。
Okay,
服装まで急に周りと一緒になると。
Yeah.
they're gonna tell us now. He's gonna
You
tell
think they're
us.
gonna tell us now? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I think the sudden change is one thing, but her not really realizing and being seemingly unaware. Because when they were talking, remember last episode, fricking Nodoka was just like kind of weirded out. And then she was like, is something wrong, Nodoka? And then Nodoka's like, no, nothing's wrong. So like you would think that if she's been self-reflective, that she would be aware that other people would be aware of that now that she's reading other people's feelings, right? She would be aware that like you're going to tell that she's changed quite a bit, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a little bit of a softer reason though. I thought they were going to explicitly mention the Santa Claus girl just now. But we'll see. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe it is more subtle than that. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
直接的なやり取りを挟まなくても情報は共有されてみんな大体一緒になるって話。
Hmm.
で見ようによっては両
That's kind of similar actually to like freaking I've noticed this kind of phenomenon in life for a long time. It's just like everyone kind of sees the same algorithm feeds and general things like, oh, have you heard about this? Or I decided to play this because of this. Like, oh yeah, we've all heard the kind of thing. Or did you see this meme? And everyone's kind of seen it and stuff. Despite the fact that like everyone's different now, but like, you know, we are all kind of seeing
We're all the
stuff.
same.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
腰もつれに似てないか
He really wants to tie it back to puberty syndrome.
He really does.
そこに後から量子もつれの状態にない友達が合流したとする。
She then becomes entangled.
したな
後から来た一人も量子もつれの状態に巻き込まれ。
Right, represented by taking the jacket off and they have the same kind of clothes.
大学生全員で無意識に情報を共有して平均化された価値観を生み出す思春期症候群とでも言えばいいのかな。
So they're like stamping people down with their puberty syndrome?
大学は高校と
I
違って
guess.
そのクラス思春期症候群の正体がそこにあるなら広川うずきが巻き込まれる理由はわからないでもないからね。
ズッキーはズッキーだからな
So
Isn't that just
that's,
life?
I was about to say, like, okay, is that puberty syndrome or is that just like how like
That's just
groups behave?
Yeah,
like
that's just
people
group
try and
behavior.
like fit the larger group and all that stuff. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
just-
know this.
That's just what happens. That's called
Yeah.
reality.
Exactly.
眩しくて目を背けたくなる存在だろうし。
Hmm.
だから飲み込んだってことか
They swallowed her
自
up.
分たちと同じ普通の集団の中に
It's a. I guess the difference is between this and reality is like this is what they're saying is effectively forced on her. I guess in some senses, sometimes in reality, it does feel forced on you if you don't want to change, but you still feel like you have
Yeah.
to conform, right? So it is similar, but this is like magically enforced on her, and she's
Like a
unaware
blob.
that it's happened.
Consuming.
Right,
Yes,
exactly,
okay.
yeah. Please show the face.
Yes.
It's her, right? This is Zuki. It is.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
ねえ、ゆずきさんがすごいことになってる。
Okay.
公開されたばっかりなのに。
Whoa, whoa. Is this the
They
air
just
quiz?
uploaded it. Okay.
Hold a minute. It's already at 1 million views. This is the airhead from the quiz show, right? Okay.
あ、イヤホンの CM の。そうそう。名前なんだっけ。確かなんとかズッキー。
Something Zuki.
クイズ番組出てたじゃん。
Oh, that's nice.
すごい
That's great.
わかった両国だな
ちょっと惜しいけど。
Yeah, that's sumo wrestling. I know that one.
私たちが目指しているのは学生ボランティアに興味はありませんか？まだ立ち上げたばかりの団体なので一緒に活動して
Oh, it's her.
Oh, that's her from elementary or middle school or something.
ボランティアだってすごいね。意識高いね。
Oh, oh, oh.
What? That affect her?
私もみんなに笑われてたんだ。いまいちパッとしないアイドルやってて
Oh.
空気読めない子だってみんなに笑われてたんだね。
Oh man.
Oh, frick. She did have a realization. Oh, no. So it's not puberty syndrome at all. Whoa, October 17th.
No, it's just
どうしちゃったの？全然できてないじゃない。もっと集中して。すみません。
Dang.
Jeez, dude.
And strict, bro. Holy
質
frick.
問があります。
So, okay, hold on.
Russian
Before we
cram
continue,
school?
because clearly it's not gonna...
Name of this.
So she did have a realization. Like, it's not puberty syndrome per se.
No,
Like-
it's just growth, I guess.
Yeah, she just had an epiphany. I guess, you know, it kind of makes sense. Like, she's going through kind of a difficult time pressure a little bit and new experiences is going to cause you to mature in different ways. And she probably just had this epiphany of like, wait a second, you know, people are, you know, they're not being honest with me because, you know, I'm starting to pick up that they're not acting in an honest way, right? She's starting to see the kind of guys that they're putting up, and she's like, I just need to kind of conform and be more like my friends and just chill a little bit. And then now she's seeing that firsthand. Okay. Allegedly. I mean, it could still be puberty syndrome, but it seems like she just had a freaking epiphany about it, I guess.
Yeah, and like, I wonder what her reaction is now. Like, I hope she realizes that if these people are kind of like laughing at me behind my back, like, are these people I really want as friends anyways? Like, do I want to conform to these people who like,
yeah, true.
Like, right? Like, like, it's so weird that those people would be like volunteering. Isn't that so pretentious or whatever? It's just like, I guess if like you're only volunteering to like get, I don't know, something out of it to try and like look better than everybody else. But if you're volunteering to volunteer, like what's pretentious about that? There's like, that's great, right?
It's
like,
fine. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean,
so hopefully she connects the dots, hopefully.
I hope so. But to be fair, Uzuki has been like an idol for since she was pretty young, and like the whole mentality of being an idol is to get people to like you, and you know, it's a bit not that she's necessarily self-absorbed, but part of the reason why she wasn't reading the room, I would say, is because, you know, she's been in kind of a self-absorbed job from a very young age, right? So it's all about you, and it's about getting people to like you and stuff like that. So, and not really thinking about them and more thinking about yourself. But she has had some kind of change, so I don't know. Maybe she will continue to go that distance of like, you know what, it is what it is. So I don't know. We'll see.
So I pretend not to look at him. What?
I love how honest she is as a character.
I was gonna say, this is so incredibly honest. What the heck?
Yeah, what the frick? Oh, that is the voice actor for Roxy in Mushoku Tensei. That jumped right out at me. I'm pretty sure. I'm very, very positive.
Thing they really have not told us.
Yeah.
Who the Santa Claus girl is.
Yeah. What is this all about?
Yeah, there's so many questions, dude.
Yeah, something's freaking wrong. But is it supernatural is the question.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna see the...
Oh, frick.
Who's that?
It's Zuki. There she is. Where's she going?
He's gonna track her down.
Yeah,
like stalker kind of.
She left her station. Or she didn't get off when she was supposed to. Huh.
That's right. If you wanna, you gotta ride a bike for some self-discovery.
Yeah, right. I'm so confused. Like what?
Yeah, what is happening?
What is going on? Yeah, I don't think that's a lie. Is it not?
Okay. How can she tell? I mean, maybe she can tell, but
maybe again, that's what's going on. She
supernatural?
Yeah.
Or like, yeah.
Exactly, right? Yeah.
She can tell.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I think it is supernatural.
ううん思ったのは別のこと。
それって？
彼氏と喧嘩したからって私に八つ当たりしないでほしいなって。
What?
She can read
She
people's
can read
minds.
minds. Yeah.
きっとみんなそう思ってるんだよね。
So she's reading minds, right? That's what's happening?
I think so. I
Right.
think so.
Like she's just suddenly so she went from not being able to read the room, and then out of nowhere she's reading everybody perfectly.
That's why she was able to get all the answers correctly. She could just read the mind
Oh my
of the
gosh.
freaking host.
You're a
And she's
freaking
like,
genius.
This is it.
Oh, frick.
Yes.
Okay, yep. Okay. That's why she's like, oh, I don't want this girl to take out her freaking breakup with her boyfriend or whatever on me, because she already knows that that's why she's asking. She's trying to like...
That's what's going on in her mind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, yep.
じゃあ空気なんて読まない方が良かったか？
Hmm.
読めるようになってよかったよ。
友達の
Reading minds, bro.
Yeah.
私の頭の中にみんながいて、みんながいろいろ言って、
Yep.
There it is.
Yep.
That's the confirmation.
何が自分なのかわかんなくなってきた。
Hmm.
今のは
This is frickin'... That's frickin' like it's metaphoric for sure, because like this is puberty syndrome, but this is literally like a real thing. I guess a lot of the things that happen through puberty syndrome are kind of real things that happen just in a supernatural way. But yeah, she like that's just something normally happens. You can lose yourself if you're too worried about other people. Yeah, it's interesting.
お兄さんはどっちの私がいいと思う？
どっちもいいと思うよ。
どっちでもいい
That's a good answer.
じゃないよね。
どっちもいいと思う。
お兄さんと話してたらちょっとすっきりした。
Was he telling the truth? I wonder. Like, could she read that?
Yeah, she would have been able to know, right? What? That's it? Is this the frickin'...
Okay.
It is. There's no
That's
rabbits on the moon. Does that mean that her telepathy reaches all the way to the moon and she confirmed that there were no rabbits up there? Is that's what this is saying? That's how I read it, to be honest.
I don't think so.
I don't know what that means. There's no rabbits on the moon.
I think it's some sort of idiom of some sort. I don't know, though. Like some Japanese idiom. I could be wrong.
All right.
Because then that would imply that she has telepathy towards rabbits.
True.
Towards animals, which is like insanely powerful, bro.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, bro. That's how
that would be a puberty syndrome you don't necessarily want to fix. You can like read animals' minds and like everybody's mind and all that
Bro,
stuff.
this is a good power. Like all the like,
exactly.
All the
That's like a
syndromes,
legit superpower.
Exactly. All the syndromes were like kind of like not great stuff before ish. They were causing problems.
A hindrance in a way. Yeah.
Yeah. This was actually like amazing. Like what the frick?
Yeah.
Don't fix that. So what?
That's what she said. Like she's like, so if this gets better, I won't be able to read the room anymore. And it's like, yeah, but like, do you want it to get better? Like, what does better mean?
Yeah. And so maybe we'll like, I don't know if you have the answer to this, or we'll learn more about what's really going on in the next episode, because it looks like this is about to be concluded. What exactly happened here? Why did she develop puberty syndrome specifically?
It's because she was so clueless. She couldn't read the room.
Clueless?
She was so...
Was she frustrated with how clueless she was?
Yeah, there was such a friction with everything, looks like.
Or
between her and just like, she was oil and like college, the whole college experience was water.
And then she needed...
And it was just...
Was it also the fact that she was like... I don't know exactly. So was she struggling maybe with her friend group based on how things were going? Or maybe she was definitely struggling with figuring out what she wanted to do between the idol group and doing her own solo stuff. That was definitely a part of it. So like, was that a factor in her wanting to read other people to know what to do, right?
Yeah, I think it was all of the above. She didn't know what to do with the idol stuff. She like, you know, we're friends, but then there's like problems and all that stuff. And then like with her college friends, like it's just all of it, you know. And she's maybe like internalized it somehow, thinking, you know, I'm the problem here, etc., etc.
If only I could read the room.
Yeah, if only I could know what they were thinking, right? Like I could help or something, right?
Right, I would know what to choose.
Yeah.
Right. And that makes sense. And it's kind of the metaphor is realized in the game show, right? If I knew the answers, I could win, right? I would know if I could read the minds, I would have all the right answers, right? It's kind of a very in your face way of doing it. Like, this is what she's doing. She wants to know the answers, therefore she started reading minds. And then now you're thinking she'll make the correct answers. But really, and the game show host kind of said this to her, it wasn't really the right thing to do, though. Reading minds wasn't helping because he's like, hey, this is not going to be good for ratings, which was funny as a one-time gag probably, but he's right.
But like all the time,
That's right. It's probably not going to work long-term. Like, maybe it works right now, but eventually you're going to run into problems with this kind of power, right? Oh, man, it's all connected if that is how it all kind of freaking is connected.
I think it is how it's all kind of playing out. Like, the thing is, like, I understand the metaphor. I'm like torn between, like, there's the progress that she wants to make. She has obviously something that's wrong with her, and this is why puberty syndrome manifested, and this is why we need, like, this is why she needs to learn something. She needs to grow in some way. But the other part of me is like, bro, this is a freaking sick superpower. This could be so incredibly useful. The amount of things you could get out of, the amount of things you could get into, like all the things, bro. You could go to freaking poker tables and just be the best poker player, make millions, dude. Like anything, right? Like,
I don't think Uzuki is thinking about going to poker and cheating. Maybe.
No, I know. I know, and I understand the purpose of the show isn't to take this so, like, literal in that sense. Right. But I'm just saying, bro, that's like such a freaking
George took it literal, though.
Nice superpower. Yes, such a nice superpower.
George took that personally. That's funny. Yeah, because like she says, kind of aside to what you're saying here, she said, like, when I lose this ability, I won't be able to read the room anymore. But the good thing about the silver lining to these things is, like, that's not really how it works. It's now that you've become aware that people are thinking things, because the initial problem was that she was so unaware that people were thinking different things. She was completely oblivious. Yeah. It didn't even occur to her that someone could be thinking something different. Therefore, she had a problem reading the room as a result. And so now that she is at the exact opposite, she knows exactly what people are thinking. She's going to hopefully land somewhere in the middle. And so my hope is, and what I think the conclusion will be, is she'll lose the ability to read minds, but she'll be more aware of other people's feelings. And so now she's going to be able to make a better decision in the middle. That's what she wants, and she won't be able to know what everyone wants exactly, but she'll be able to have some kind of intuit of what they kind of want, but it'll help her really, because you don't want to know what other people are thinking exactly. Like, she needs to make the decision for herself, and she needs to have some influence by how she feels the other people are doing. Because maybe the other people in their mind, they don't want her to do her own thing. Right? But that's not what she shouldn't know that. She should be making a decision based off her relationship and what she wants. And so it's better that she doesn't read minds, right? It's better that she kind of does her own job of reading the room and then making her own decision. I don't know. Maybe that's where they'll go with it. I have no idea, obviously. So
I think that's like a fair assessment of it. Have you ever seen or heard of the movie? I literally just had the title. It's with Mel Gibson. What women want, or what a woman wants, something like that.
Okay. Nope, I have not.
Okay. Essentially, he randomly gets the ability to read the minds of women, and so he's able to give them what they want. But essentially, it just comes out that it's like, it's not real. It's just like pretend. And then towards the end, the lesson he has, because he's kind of like a womanizer in the beginning, and then becomes even more of a womanizer because he's able to, like, read the minds of women.
Yeah.
But it's not like he's not of himself literally delivering what women want, right? It's like kind of fake and all that stuff. And then he learns at the end, I gotta give them what they want, but like what I want. It's kind of essentially what you said, right? It's
Okay,
like
yeah.
a
Some
marriage
blend.
of the two things. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bit blend of the two things. And that's immediately what I thought of when you were saying that. It's like, oh, that sounds like that.
Yeah,
Mel
there you go.
Gibson movie.
Exactly. I'll make a movie.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment of it. Again, I'm not supposed to think about it literally. It would suck if she lost that power. There's so much that you can do with that. But yes,
Sure.
it is the danger, and I think this is why she went to do some soul searching, is the danger is you could get lost in it. You could literally
True.
just get so hung up on either using people to get what you want, but now you can like manipulate them because you can read their minds, or you lose yourself because you're trying so much to placate them with what they want that you forget yourself, right?
That's what I think was happening with Uzuki. That's the problem
Yep.
for her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She went to the total opposite of being from oblivious and doing her own thing in entirety without regard for anyone else, to then essentially being smothered by the thoughts of other people and conforming unconditionally, which is why it's good that she'll lose this power, but at least have some awareness of other people's feelings, right?
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
It's crazy how interesting the puberty syndromes all have been.
Yeah. It totally
They've
is.
been-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
They've been
like
very
you
different and interesting. And
yeah,
unique.
you get to the end of like season 1 in the movies and you're like, okay, they've exhausted all the puberty syndromes they could possibly do, but then they just come up with a new one. You're like, oh yeah, of course, there's another one. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's super
and it's like
interesting.
such a like obvious like reading minds. Like it's like
oh,
they're not like superpowers in the traditional sense. They're like weird, like
social context powers.
supernatural. Yeah, like I don't know exactly, but like reading minds is like a perfect fitting for something like that. Now that it's like happened, right?
Yeah. And it's very amazing to me that they're able to blend like the superpower and the social lesson and a context for both of them to exist, and then like teach that lesson through that superpower with that context. It's like it's pretty remarkable that they're able to make it work all so well.
Pretty good storytelling.
Yeah,
that's a very good point.
Because like they've had these characters, and they can't even just like they can't just necessarily just make up anything to get that done. They got to utilize the characters they have. So they were able to fit this into like, well, she's an idol, and then there's this scenario, and it's this specific thing happening, and it all fits within the context of like, you know, this believable world that we've already set up previous. So it's a really good job. The author is freaking playing 90 chess over here. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, true. Do you think they're ever gonna reveal why? Because obviously all the people here aren't the only ones with problems, but why puberty syndrome always happens
around Sakuta?
Yeah, within like Sakuta's orbit. He's like the only one, right?
Yeah.
Like,
it's a good question.
Like,
Maybe
do you think
it does happen, but he's just the solver. He's just really good at solving them. He just solves them for people, right?
Yeah, but like let's say, you know, I don't know where he lives, right? But like on the complete opposite end of Japan, like there's not a person out there that can read minds. There's not a person out there that switch bodies with their sister,
you know of.
right? Like true, like that we know of, right? But it's kind of implied that it's not like a super well-known thing. It's just like a thing clustered around him.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought of an incredible anime that we could watch soon at some point. Actually, that would be a good potential follow-up to this. I'm not going to explain anything about it because it'll kind of ruin it for you, but I got a good one. Maybe some people in the comments can sound off names that they think they know what I'm thinking. Can you read my mind, chatters? Commenters?
Snap.
Okay, very good. Yeah, it's super interesting. This has been so interesting. It looks like we will be getting episodic, and it looks like we won't be knowing what the frick is going on with Santa Claus until the end of the season.
Yeah, Santa Claus girl just showed up.
Yep.
I guess they didn't see her?
No, they must not have. Because remember, at the end there, both of them were facing forward, and Sakuta was kind of looking up to the side, looking at Nodoka, right?
Yeah.
And so he
and
never...
then the Santa Claus girl was way at the back of the class.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't have seen her.
Frickin'...
Do you think then she's the because girl who can read minds. She's Suzuki, right? That's her name.
Uzuki.
Yep. Uzuki.
Or Yuki, or Zuki. Zuki is what they call her.
Zuki.
Her nickname.
Okay. Zuki is much easier for me to remember.
Yeah.
But Zuki, she was doing covers of that
her Toko's song.
Toko. Yes, Toko.
Yeah. It's definitely Toko. Almost 100%.
Toko's the Santa Claus. Yeah.
Basically 100%. Yeah. And it might be connected, I would say even maybe likely connected to the girl, the elementary school girl who was doing because they keep showing her up. This is the second time she's shown up, have
She's
absolutely nothing to do with anything. Yeah, they keep teasing her. So
they could have picked a random person. We didn't need to know who that person was hanging out the volunteer stuff. Yeah, yeah. It's not an accident that they showed her again. I 100% agree.
Yeah. Yeah, the question will be just, is she Toko? Because no one knows really who Toko is. So is she Toko? And is she Santa Claus or is Toko Santa Claus? Are they all one and the same? Like, what is the freaking trifecta information going on there? So, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well,
very fun.
Good stuff. The mystery deepens. This is the best puberty syndrome we've seen so far. But I understand she needs to be healed.
So jealous
oh, man.
that he can't go through puberty syndrome.
Dude, I can't show up at poker tables and just win table after table.
Yeah, we know George would use a superpower. No superheroing for George. It's all George didn't go like, I can solve crime, I can solve mysteries, we can create world peace. No, poker. That was
all that. I would do all that and more. Okay, but you first need to build a reserve amount. Do you think Batman could be out there in the middle of the night if he didn't have all this money, this pile of money to fund his endeavors?
This is a great little twist.
Okay, so
trying to save face over here.
Mind reading Batman would also need to amount a huge pile of cash. Okay,
yeah, that's great, George. I'm really happy for your freaking intrinsic.
If anybody could read my mind, they would know that my whole goal actually is just to become
very lucky for
Batman.
you. No one can, George. Oh boy.
Yes. All right. Well, great stuff. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you want to see this reaction 2 weeks ahead of time, check out the Patreon and the channel membership. Check out the playlist on the channel while you're at it for all the other stuff that we watched. But with that, we'll see you guys next week.
Here, buddy.
Take care.